This is a test for a new product that promises to reduce fogging of glasses while wearing a mask. Following the publication of my video on how to prevent glasses from getting fogged up while wearing a mask, a fellow called Dave Lewandowski emailed me about a new product he was developing with the aid of Kickstarters. Dave sent me 2 plastic molding strips and a sheet containing 10 strips of double-sided adhesive tape that is used for sticking the molded strip to the top of the mask. The product is a strip of special plastic that can be molded to the exact shape of a person's face and is then stuck to the top edge of the mask to seal the mask firmly against the skin, keeping the person's breath away from the glasses. I've agreed to try it out and give you my unbiased opinion for what it's worth. Here's the video they had on Kickstarters.
If you have worn a face mask with glasses, you already know the struggle. The existing solutions do not create a good enough seal to eliminate fogging. As a designer and someone who wears glasses, Dave wanted to find a solution to this problem. With his background creating custom molded sporting goods, he knew that a custom molded strip would create a good seal, thus preventing fogging. If you don't wear glasses, our strip will help keep your mask in place and even increase comfort. After testing different materials, shapes, and thicknesses, he came up with the solution. A custom breathable strip that can easily be molded to the bridge of the nose and inserted into most face masks to create the perfect seal. Molding the strip is simple. Dip it, fit it, stick it. Step 1. Dip the strip into hot water until the strip turns clear. It will be soft and flexible. Step 2. Simply mold the strip to the bridge of the nose, where the top of your mask or face covering rests. It can help to wear your glasses during this process, so you can mold the strip underneath your glasses. The strip will cool in about 30 seconds. When it turns back to solid white, your strip will be molded. The strips are remoldable, so if you don't get a perfect fit, you can repeat the process as many times as you want. Step 3. Use the included double-sided tape strips to attach the molded strip to your mask and enjoy being fog-free. The double-sided tape can restick several times.
The video doesn't say how hot the water has to be, but since there was a kettle in the video, I figured it must have to come from bring it to boiling and then let it cool down a bit. So it's still very, very hot here. So I'm going to try dipping the strip. After doing this, I read the instructions on the card and discovered, that the temperature is mentioned on the card, 145 to 165 degrees Fahrenheit, which would be in Celsius 62 to 66 degrees Celsius. So that's far from boiling. So you don't want to have it too hot, otherwise this strip will stretch in length. Okay, now we'll see how it fits on my face. Let's see. That ought to be an absolutely perfect fit. One of the questions I was asking myself is about the portability of this system, because you have to be able to take it with you. First thing is that after you remove it, you have to consider that the outside of the mask is potentially contaminated and you're not supposed to touch it. Now, one thing you can't do, you mustn't do, is to roll it up. I mean, you might be tempted to do this with it, right? No, because what you're doing now is that you're contaminating the inside of the mask. So what you should do after you've removed it, carefully grab it from the edges and fold it inwardly this way so that the white part, the inside of the mask, remains inside. This way you can touch the outside. Remember, it's potentially contaminated though, and you then can put it in your purse or your pocket. So I can put it in the pocket and I can carry it around that way. Now, remember that if you've touched the outside, you then have to decontaminate your hands. So you have to use hand sanitizer to get them clean, or wash them with soap and water. Now, one thing is that the virus doesn't live very long on the mask. After a day or so, the virus is dead, you can touch the mask again. I've had a custom molded strip for 3 weeks and have had it in my pocket all that time. I've changed the mask for a fresh one a few times. I've been able to wear it when shopping a few times, and my general impression is that it works as well as the masking tape method for mitigating fogging of my glasses. However, I had the impression that over time it was becoming less effective. So today I set out to do a more controlled experiment. I'm going to try to reproduce conditions that will make the glasses fog up. So I have here 2 pairs of glasses that have been outside. The outside temperature presently is about 8 degrees Celsius, and and it's humid. It's raining, so it should be humid. It should be able to produce some fogging of the glasses. So I have 3 masks. I'll show you here. Got 3 masks, one without any barrier at all, one with the masking tape barrier, and one with the molded strip, the custom molded strip. So I'm going to start with the masking tape because it's my standard on which I'm going to judge the custom molded strip. With the masking tape barrier, I get very little condensation on the glasses. Compare this to a mask that has no anti-fogging barrier at all. This test confirms that the custom molded strip had lost its efficacy after 3 weeks being carried around in my pocket. I had the impression that over the 3 weeks that I've been using my custom molded strip that it had lost some of its efficiency. I also had the impression that the reason for this might be that it might have changed its shape. It might have stretched out a little bit or bent itself out a little bit over time. So I made a new strip, the one that's on the inside here. And if you look at both, there's quite a difference. You can see that the original one, the one on the outside, is more bulged out. I think that is what has happened. What I will do now first is try the new strip and see how effective it is at keeping the glasses from getting fogged up. And then I might try remolding the original one, see if I can give it a new life. This shows that a new custom molded strip is just as effective as the masking tape barrier at reducing fogging of glasses. Since the shape of my original strip had changed with time, and the instructions say that the custom molded strip can be reshaped, I decided to reshape it to see if I could get it to fit as well as the first time. After remolding my original strip, I tried it and found that it seems to be just as effective as it was the first time around. This is the custom molded strip that I just did today. So this was the first time it was being used. And we can see that some of the holes are slightly elongated. So this indicates to me that the strip has stretched out a little bit. So this poses a question. And the question is, how many times will we be able to remold a strip before it's stretched out so much that it is no longer usable? If when you're finished with your mask you place it on a shelf instead of tucking it into a pocket, it might always keep its original shape and never have to be remolded. Now let's talk about price and availability. You can buy them from Amazon. The custom molding nose bridge strip is sold for $14.95 in US dollars, and one sheet of 10 double-sided tape strips is included in the price. Extra double-sided tape strips are $13.95 US dollars for 3 sheets of 10, or 47 cents each. From my experience, you can reuse the tape strips up to 3 times. Let's say you work in a medical office and you have to change your mask twice a day. Well, then an order of 30 strips would last you 3 weeks. Maybe double-sided tape in rolls would work just as well, and it would be certainly cheaper. I would say that the custom molding nose strip is a more practical solution than masking tape, but it's a bit more fiddly when you have to replace the double-sided tape. On the other hand, the custom molding strip is the most practical method when it comes to entering a store or a public place. I hope that you found this review useful. If you'd like to view more of my videos, subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red icon at the bottom right corner of your screen. And if you'd like information about electric bikes or about sailing, check out my website www.robertberrio.com. Thank you for watching and have a great day.